Hey, welcome. So you're ready to dive into one of the world's most popular programming languages? Perfect. You're in exactly the right place. In this explainer, we're going to walk through setting up your entire Java environment right from scratch, step by step.
All right, so let's jump right in. Here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll take a quick look at why Java is such a big deal. Then, we'll talk about the tools you're going to need. After that, it's installation time. And by the end of this, you'll be all set to write your very first program.
Okay, so before we get our hands dirty and start downloading stuff, let's take a quick second to talk about why Java. Why this language? It's not just another programming language, It's a huge part of what makes the internet tick.
This right here, this is the big idea behind Java. Write once, run anywhere. Think about that for a second. When Java was created, this was a total game changer. It means you can write your code on, say, your Windows laptop, compile it, and then that same exact code can run on a Mac, on a Linux server, even on your phone, as long as it has the right Java setup. No rewriting needed. That's huge.
So how does it pull this off? How does this whole run anywhere thing actually work? Well, it comes down to a few really cool features. Java is super versatile. You can build big desktop applications with it, or you can build these tiny programs called applets that run in a web browser. The secret sauce, the magic ingredient here, is something called the Java Virtual Machine, or JVM. You can think of it like a universal translator, a little program that sits between your Java code and whatever computer it's on, making sure they can talk to each other perfectly.
Okay, enough theory. Let's get practical. To actually start coding in Java, you're going to need two key pieces of software, and it's really important to understand what each one does.
First up, we've got the JDK, which stands for Java Development Kit. Now, the best way to think about this is like the engine of a car. It's the powerhouse. It's got the compiler, which takes the code you write and turns it into a language the computer understands, and it has that virtual machine we just talked about, which actually runs the code. Seriously, without the JDK, your Java program is just a text file. It can't do a thing. Next, there's the IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. So if the JDK is the engine, then the IDE, that's your dashboard, your steering wheel, your comfy seats. It's basically your command center. It gives you a special editor for writing code, helps you keep all your files organized, and even has tools to help you hunt down and fix mistakes, which, trust me, we all make. Programmers call them bugs.
So let's put it all together. The JDK is the engine under the hood, doing all the hard work of compiling and running your code. The IDE is the workshop, the dashboard. It's the friendly space that makes your job as a programmer way easier. You absolutely need both to get going.
All right, ready to get this installed? Let's start with the engine first, the JDK. This is step one, and you can't skip it.
Now, this might sound complicated, but it's actually super straightforward. It really just breaks down into these three simple steps. We'll go through them one by one.
Okay, first things first, and this is probably the most important question you need to answer before you click download. Is your computer 32-bit or 64-bit? If you grab the wrong one, well, it just plain won't work. You gotta match the JDK to your system.
And don't worry, finding this out is super easy. On a Windows PC, for example, you literally just right-click on this PC or my computer, hit Properties, and boom, it'll say System Type right there. Takes 2 seconds.
Okay, and this part is non-negotiable. I mean it. Only, and I mean only, download the JDK from the official Oracle website at oracle.com. Why? Because you know it's safe, you know it's the real deal, and you won't get any nasty surprises. Just stay away from third-party sites.
Okay, engine is in. Now it's time to set up our dashboard, our workspace. We're going to install our IDE, and the one we're using for this explainer is called BlueJ.
Now, you might have heard of other big, powerful IDEs like Eclipse or IntelliJ. And yeah, pros use those. But when you're just starting out, we really recommend BlueJ. It was built from the ground up for learning. The interface is super clean, super simple, which means you get to focus on learning Java, not on figuring out a million confusing buttons and menus.
And installing it is just as easy as the JDK was. You just head over to the official website, find the installer for your system, whether that's Windows, Mac, whatever, and run it. Honestly, just sticking with the default options is totally fine.
And you guessed it, same rule applies here as with the JDK. Make sure you're downloading BlueJ directly from its official home, bluej.org. It's the only way to be 100% sure you're getting a safe, clean copy.
And that's it. Just like that, you've done it. You now have a complete professional Java development environment set up and ready to rock on your computer. Congratulations.
So let's do a quick recap of what we just accomplished. You've installed the engine, the JDK that does all the heavy lifting. And you've built out your workspace, your dashboard using the BlueJ IDE. You've got the full package now.
And this is what it was all for. When you fire up BlueJ for the first time, this is what you'll see. A nice, clean, simple window. It's basically a blank canvas, just waiting for you to create something awesome.
So, your setup is complete. Your first line of code is just waiting to be written. The tools are there, the foundation is solid. The only question left is, what are you going to build?